Hello to all my Ohio high school football friends out there, week 12. And it's going to be a very interesting matchup for me. The 8-3 Canal Winchester Indians will travel to Massillon to take on the 9-2 Massillon Tigers. Welcome, my friends, to another sports edition of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel sports show. Let's get right into this video. My friends, for me, this is a really interesting matchup. Now, we have Canal Winchester, a very good football team. They got through week 11 by defeating Westerville South 17-7. We're talking about a Winchester Indians team that averages 27 points a game on offense. Defense, they give up a mediocre 18 to their opponent. They are coached by Jake Cooner, and I got to tell you, Jake is doing a good job over there. Last season, he had a deep run into the playoffs. He finished 11-2 last year. He ended up getting beat by Green, a very good Green team last season in the playoffs, 10-0. But once again, last year they finished a very impressive 11-2. 2022 and 2021, they came in with respectful 7-5 seasons both years. So, this is a good football team, Canal Winchester, to say the least, without a doubt. This is a team that kept their opponents, 7 opponents, to 14 points or less. So that jumped out at me. But my friends, here's the question. Can this Canal Winchester team, coming in, like I mentioned, 8-3, can they neutralize Massillon Tigers' fierce rushing attack with featured running back Jameer Gamble? We shall see. Are they able to get pressure on QB1, Jalen Slaughter, who's been having a phenomenal year? You got to remember, Massillon Tigers, they have that big, strong, physical O-line that come fourth quarter, the opponent's D-line, they're tired, they're spent. We shall see how this game plays out. I will give you my prediction at the end of this video. But my friends, today I really want to focus on the Massillon Tigers defense. And without a doubt, Coach Nate Moore has been very pleased with this Massillon Tigers defense. Like I said, only giving up a stingy 12 points per game. They gave up only 6 points to Licking Heights Hornets last week. And we're talking about a defense coming in led by leading tackler Tyler Hackenbrack. My friends, this young man hits like a Mack truck. He leads the team with 91 tackles. Splendid linebacker. Then we're talking about Jaden Williams. 65 tackles, second on the team, and 4.5 quarterback sacks. Mylan Lennox, 56 tackles and 6 quarterback sacks. Logan Allman with 53 tackles, and Vito McConnell coming in with 43. Let's not forget about Michael Wright Jr. This young man, big, strong, he comes in with 33 tackles on the season. But my friends, I just mentioned how many players, 4 players with over 50 tackles. That's very impressive to me. Big reason why that this Massillon Tigers defense have been playing very good football, without a doubt. We're talking about a defense that only held Camp McKinley to just 7 points. A defense that held a decent Warren G. Harding football team to just 14 points. Defensively, they are led by Dalen Pringle, leading the team with 3 interceptions, and Lemon Lennox comes in with 2 picks. As a team, Massillon, an impressive 10 team interceptions. As a team, 24 quarterback sacks. So, my friends, bottom line, when a team gets behind on Massillon, actually, if you're Nate Moore, you feel very comfortable once you get a lead because Massillon is not known to blow their leads. And when Massillon's D-line is playing like they've been playing and their linebacking core, it could be a long night for the opponents without a doubt. So my friends, like I said, this is a very interesting matchup. Can this Canal Winchester Indians team be able to keep Jameer Gamble in check? Not many teams have been able to, my friends out there. Not many teams. We're talking about Gamble this season with 19 total touchdowns, 18 rushing touchdowns, and this young man has rushed for 1,291 yards on the season, a very impressive 8.3 yard per carry average. My friends, he also comes in second on the team with receptions with 29 for 262 receiving yards. So my friends, bottom line, this senior, Jameer Gamble, has been doing it all for the Massillon Tigers. I just can't see Canal Winchester being able to contain Gamble. And the way Coach Nate Moore has been doing it from week 1 to now going into week 12 is, and I love Coach Nate Moore's philosophy on offense, establish the run early with Gamble. And obviously, when they do that, they have much success. Okay, we're talking about Gamble that scored 4 touchdowns against Warren G. Harding this season. We're talking about Jameer Gamble that scored 5 touchdowns against Legacy Science from Texas. So this young man has been playing lights out football. And then the kicker is, not only do you have to focus and scout Jameer Gamble, but how about their all-state wide receiver, Braylon Tolles, leads the team with receptions with 46, leads the team with receiving yards with 497, and he comes in with 5 receiving touchdowns. My friends, like I said, this is a team that opponents can just not focus on stopping 1 or 2 guys. This is a team. So in order to attempt to beat this team, you got to bring your A game. I just, for Canal Winchester and Coach Jake Cooner, they've had a great year. Okay, they really have. Like I mentioned, last season, an impressive 11-2, deep run into the playoffs. This year so far, 8-3. They got by Westerville South, but my friends, their streak is going to stop there. I like the Massillon Tigers to beat Canal Winchester Indians. I'm looking at something like 35-10, 35-14. I did mention this is a Indians team that has a good dual threat quarterback over there. They're a type of team that likes to run the ball. But I'm going to tell you this. Very impressive what Massillon's defense did to Licking Heights Hornets last week, where they held them to a stingy 29 total yards rushing. This is a very talented defensive squad for Coach Nate Moore. And like I mentioned, I just can't see the Indians being able to contain Jameer Gamble, Braylon Tolles, Jalen Slaughter, who's having an excellent season, completing 66% of his passes, 17 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, 1,867 yard passing. This is a real deal. And, He's been managing this offense very well. Jalen Slaughter has. So, my friends, bottom line, I do not see Canal Winchester. I see maybe them hanging in there for maybe tops 2 quarters, but after that, Massillon's going to turn it on. Like I mentioned, Tigers coming in averaging 35 points a game. Defensively, only giving up 12. A lot of those players I mentioned on defense, they are hitting their stride. You know, we're talking about a Massillon team that has won 5 straight games. And talk about peaking at the right time. That is the Massillon Tigers. Like I mentioned, 9-2 on the year. Their 2 losses were to powerhouse football teams. Okay? And like I mentioned, right now, Massillon is a very hot team, hitting their peak very well. And once again, I like Massillon to win this football game 35-10. My friends, if you are new to my channel, thank you for tuning in today. Please click on the subscribe button, always free to do so. Please click on the like button and check out Super Thanks. It's new on my program. And like always, my friends, please comment down below. Not only do I like to read your comments, but I love to get back to every comment that I can. Like always, my friends, peace out. God bless. Ohio high school football playoffs are heating up in Week 12. Buckeye Vinny is out of here.